Have the Atari Jaguar source code collection as released by Jay Smith of JaguarSector.com. If something like this interests you, go ahead and hop on over there, register up, and you can order it from the Jaguar Sector Store. So, this includes lots of stuff. Just who knows how much stuff. I haven't gone through every single folder at all, but it contains stuff from various people, including ex-Atari employees, programmers. So, you know, there's some good finds in here. Cool stuff to check out. There's a bunch of TGAs around. You could probably load up in Photoshop. Check that out. I'm not really sure what game that's for, or if it was even for a game that got released, but it's kind of interesting. Load this one up to Wing. I don't know, kind of looks like maybe Space War 2000 or something, or something to that effect. Anyway, it has a lot of developers tools, 3DS to Jag, stuff like that. American Hero information, for example. There's an image. Maybe they would have used this as the cover on their CD case or something. We can also look at some files here. Game film authoring and overview. So it's kind of interesting, just talking about game film, which was used to produce American Hero. Just some information on it, which is actually, this might be a little interesting for those of you who want to do Cinepack on for the Jaguar CD and find out what these guys used in order to you know, make it look nice and sound nice. So you might want to check that out, actually. Other stuff, Arena Football Playtest. There's a little PowerPoint presentation in here, which is, I found a little interesting. It seems like some sort of a Jaguar marketing PowerPoint presentation here. Just basically trying to sell the Jaguar. I'm not sure who their target audience was, whether it was us consumers or if it was third-party software developers. But in any case, it's kind of interesting. Here we show the cost of Jaguar cartridges compared to the 16-bit cartridges at the time. And supposedly, you should have been able to make quite a bit more money on each Jaguar cartridge compared to the 16-bit ones. Of course, that didn't really help in the end, did it? Other stuff, Atari 2600 emulator source is supposed to have a couple different Atari 2600 emulators, never really made it to completion. Backup drives from Atari programmers, engineers, information on the Jag 2, AVP source. There was some interesting stuff in here. If I can find it. Keys. So this refers to some sort of beta version of Alien vs. Predator, because this section right here tells of sort of debugging features that will not exist at all in the final game. And it tells you what these key combinations do. You hold Option and 1, 2, or 3. You reset the game as the human, alien, or predator. You can adjust the HUD brightness up and down, increase access code, blah blah blah. But cool stuff. So I would wonder if this would actually compile, and which version it would be when compiled. We should try it out. Breakout 2000 source, Cortina unreleased source, which is the web adapter for the Jag. Obviously never mass produced. Doom source code, Fight for Life source code, some more programmer developer tools there. iWar source code, a backup of a hard drive from someone who had to do with music and Atari. Not sure what these images are. Some dude. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll click off that. I don't want to really look at him much longer. Not really sure who he is. Maybe some of you could post a comment and let us know who that was. Programmer backup. Probably has some interesting stuff to look at. Brett Hull Hockey. This is an actual ROM image of Brett Hull NHL Hockey. So it's playable, and it'll load up in Alpine, or a flash cart, or your skunk board if you have one. CD&G sources, Chaos Agenda, which was, I believe, renamed later on to Black Ice White Noise. Checkered Flag Rev 9 sources, might be nice to somehow make that game playable. Club Drive, unreleased source code. Crescent Galaxy, there wasn't really much in there that you could do that I know of. Cybermorph, source of some sort. There was a somewhere up here, I forget where anyway, somewhere out here there was a ROM for Cybermorph, for some version of Cybermorph, and so that's pretty cool. You can load that up with your skunk board as well. It had something to do. It did have the morphing Cybermorph title, which was kind of cool because I hadn't seen it before. Music engineer backup, flashback music for the flashback game film tools. Might be cool to look through that and see if maybe someone could maybe even continue on and make some sort of game for the Jag. Hoverstrike additional source. Tank.abs will load with your skunk board as well. It's an actual image or ROM of Hoverstrike, and it's identical in size to this one contained in here. So I'm guessing it's the same one, but I'm not sure if you'll get something different if you compile the two. Jag CD emulator for Falcon, high score cart source of some sort, Jag modem, other cool stuff here. Yeah, of course that didn't work. TT, I believe the TT, wasn't that one of the Atari computers or something? Anyway, this has something to do with a review meeting between Atari Corp and Unisoft. So it might be kind of cool to read through that and see what's going on, see what went on with that behind the scenes. Also have Painter Source, which is a more recent game for the Jaguar. You could most likely compile this and have a playable game. Not sure what port Clarinet is. Sound effects for Black Ice White Noise. Tempest 2000 audio. These inside are mod files, which is the Tempest 2000 soundtrack basically. So that's kind of fun to have. T2K source from January 26, 94. More mod files. And so that's basically it. Some pretty interesting stuff in there. I haven't even looked through all the folders. I don't even know how useful anything it is, but it looks pretty useful to me and pretty cool to play with. So we'll show you a few demos here actually and let you see what I found on here. Okay, some things I found here on the Jaguar source code collection release. Some audio protractor demo called Paula. This is just some image that loaded up. I don't know what it's about though. And here's Brett Hull Hockey, which was in the release, so that's cool. I just loaded this up with the skunk board. And this is the Canadian national anthem. For some reason it was in here. And it's not complete though, it cuts off. It doesn't get very far into the song, it just ends. This is a CES demo. I'm not sure which CES this was shown at or anything, but still interesting to see what they were showing off at the time, whenever that was. Got some landscaping, buildings, eyes and lips, and you can rotate around different ways. Flossie says press B. This is an early version of Defender 2000 by Jeff Minter. It's actually just the classic version is present, not any of the other ones. But it's still cool to see what there was. So this is just some of those things that were present on the Jaguar source code collection. Go get it.